And we say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live again on this windy, sunny but windy, April the 17th, 2023. Good morning to you. Thanks for being with us. We have a mom and two little ones in here getting ready to head to the playground. Have a big time here again at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. Again on this Monday, April the 17th. Going to be joined by Andrea Lewis from Northeast Community Credit Union. David Nanny, Elizabethton Parks and Rec. Also going to be joined by Leslie Broccoli and the folks from Sycamore Shoals State Park. And also going to be joined by Joseph Taylor, kind of recapping Saturday's Orange-White game. Over 60,000 there to watch the game. That's a pretty big statement for the direction of Tennessee football, certainly in the Vol Nation and the fan base. It's very impressive. And so, got all that and a whole lot more here on this Monday, April the 17th. No baseball today, no softball. Both traveling, and we'll be back ready tomorrow night with Cyclone Baseball and the Volunteer Falcons at the stadium tomorrow night. But for now, let's get it cranked up as we always do. Here are the Kingdom Airs out of Dollywood, led by Lauren Harris and Company, with the national anthem here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
1, 2. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show, to give you the verse today. We always dedicate our show to the man that hung on the cross today. Certainly no exception. So what is today's verse? Glad you asked. It's Philippians 4, 6, and 7 says, do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. Verse 7, and the peace of God, which passes all understanding, will guard your heart and your minds in Christ Jesus. Whew. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which passes all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Whew, that is a good one. And that, of course, would make we need to bring a bell up here and pop it one time. There you go. That's a good one. Philippians 4, 6, and 7 here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. All right, start out a little NASCAR. We'll get it cranked up. Leslie's here with us. We're going to be joined by David Nanny and Andrew Lewis coming up here in just a few minutes. And I think Keith Smart's coming too. Is Keith coming, Leslie? He's coming? Okay, we'll wait till he gets here. All right, Kyle Larson's Hendrick Motorsports team gambled on a late race, two-tire pit stop yesterday to give him a fighting chance for the victory, and he took advantage of it. Drove away with a commanding 4-second win in the NOCO 400 at Martinsville yesterday. His first win at the famed half-mile track, which means he gets himself a grandfather clock. All the winners do that. Joey Logano, runner-up yesterday. Impressive considering he started at the rear of the field after a post-qualifying adjustment on his number 22 Penske Ford. So your top 10 from yesterday: Kyle Larson, Joey Logano, Martin Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin, Chase Briscoe, Eric Almirola, Ryan Blaney, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Bubba Wallace, and Chase Elliott round out the top 10. Lead changes 10 among 9 drivers. Ryan Preece, Ross Chastain, Kevin Harvick, Chase Briscoe, Denny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski, Daniel Suarez, and Logano, and of course Kyle Larson leading the last, 29 laps to win it. Larson picks up his 21st career win. He's tied now with Jeff Burton, Bobby Labonte, Benny Parsons, and Jack Smith with 21 wins. Next up would be Terry Labonte. He'll be tied with Terry Labonte at 22 wins on his next W. Then Ricky Rudd at number 23. So Kyle Larson continues to go up the all-time wins list. Big win yesterday. Guys who did not have a good day, Ty Dillon finishing 32nd, Eric Jones 31st. You had hurt feelings between Kyle Busch and, who's the one he kept getting into? Let me think here. Oh, Corey LaJoie. Kyle Busch and Corey LaJoie were swapping paint. They weren't getting along at all on the track, and so we all move now to Talladega coming up this weekend for the Geico 500. Ross Chastain, the defending race winner of that one. That'll be coming up again this Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock from Talladega, Alabama. Talladega Super Speedway, and the Geico 500. So that's your NASCAR look from yesterday. Again, your points leader continues to be Christopher Bell, showing the way. So Joe Gibbs Racing, pretty good day yesterday. Truex and Denny Hamlin 3rd and 4th in the race. Christopher Bell, your points leader, finishing 16th after qualifying 22nd. He moved up 6 spots to finish again 16th, so he's still your points leader. So, 5 cautions for 50 laps and 10 lead changes among 9 drivers. So, pretty good day at track yesterday. And again, his 21st career win, 2nd of the season, and his first ever at Martinsville, Kyle Larson. We're live here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth, and again on this sunny and windy, really cool. You get outside, the wind will catch you pretty good. It's blowing pretty hard. It's going to be doing that all day long, so just know that you're going to be outside. It's going to be windy, and it'll knock you around a little bit for sure. All right, quick break. Let's check in with our buddy Rachel Robinson. Here she is on the Tom Douglas Sports.
Love it. So, outdoor activities, field days, vacation Bible school, ways and reasons we would want to give you a call, 297-1266, and say, we need trays, we need help. Tell us about it.
Absolutely. We've got nugget trays for, lots of little kids running around, love nuggets. And then if it's a hot day outside, we've got salad trays and wrap trays and fruit trays. Good to cut the heat, especially here as it's getting warmer. So.
297-1266. How many different trays do we have?
What did we say? 8?
8.
I think 8.
So we can go through them. Nuggets, strips, mac and cheese, fruit,
salad, wraps. We have sub trays, which are not on the menu normally, but you can get them as a catering item.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other one?
Oh, cookies and
brownies.
Cookies and brownies.
Desserts.
There's your 8. There you go.
Yep.
297-1266. If you have a meeting coming up, you need coffee, lemonade, gallons of this, gallons of that. Tell us how you can help us.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a 96-ounce coffee, and then we can do gallons of tea or lemonade, and we can split gallons, do half and half tea. We can do Sunjoys. We can do all that.
Yep. Vacation Bible School. Folks are already starting to plan those, which I love, which means summer's coming. End of the year, outdoor activities, field days, and graduation parties, and everybody's already planning, which is good. And so this can really be your one-stop shop, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We can also do just big orders of sandwiches, so good for just tossing and running.
And breakfast, you also will help folks out for a breakfast meeting too, right?
Yeah, we can do larger biscuit orders and stuff like that for meetings or for companies or whatever they need.
So the trick's just to call her, 297-1266, and let whoever answers the phone explain what all they can do for you. Just that simple. So, and we can never go wrong with coming up Mother's Day and for any other time, a good old Chick-fil-A gift card that works wonders.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Gift cards are easy and a good gift.
Yep. We always talk about it at Christmas, which is understandable, but teachers like them, kids like them, anybody would like a Chick-fil-A gift card.
Absolutely.
And the monetary increment can be from 0 to whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yep.
All right. That's our buddy, Rachel Robinson from Chick-fil-A, one of our great sponsors here at the Tom Baylor Sports Show, and Elizabeth from Cyclone Sports.
Back on the Tom Baylor Sports Show, our first guest, look who stopped by, our buddy
Hey.
David Nanny. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Tom. Good to be here.
Yes, thanks. As always, come by and tell us what's going on Elizabeth and Parks and Rec. So, the Covered Bridge Jams.
Yeah, absolutely. Today's the day. I'm releasing all the press release for all the schedules, and we're ready to go. Our first date will be the 13th of May, and we've got a group called All Skate, and they do kind of sort of some 80s pop music. Really good group. On the 20th of May, Victor Lawson and Boogie Chillin'.
Yep.
Now that may be a strange sounding title for a group, but I'm telling you, these guys are awesome. They do kind of a rockin' blues kind of thing. They're phenomenal. If you like blues, you'll love them. If you just like music, you know, we're in a place now that people come out every weekend, no matter who's playing. You know,
Yeah.
they just want to. I mean, we'll have, you know, 300 or 400 people there just to enjoy live music, and I'm like that too. I like a little bit of everything, but if it's live, even if it's something that I'm not crazy about, it's still cool. You know.
Yeah.
And especially when they're good, and these guys are awesome.
There's just something about live music, too.
Oh, it is.
So-
Yeah. And this year we'll have there'll be food trucks, at least one food truck, maybe multiple food trucks at each concert. You know, every Saturday night. So you come by, grab you something to eat, sit down, listen to some music, and guess what? The food costs, but I don't have any say over the food. But the music's absolutely free.
Yeah.
In the beautiful atmosphere of Covered Bridge Park. So just, you know, come on down and enjoy. We go from May the 13th through Saturday, September the 16th, which is Saturday before Covered Bridge Days. So your entertainment's going to go through September, every Saturday night, and of course we've got some special events within this special event as well. We're looking at June, usually around that third weekend of June. For the last 3 years, we've been doing what I call the Covered Bridge Bluegrass Jamboree. And we try to have you know, some local guys playing, and then some top talent from, you know, around the country. And this year we're going to feature Stemwinder, which is a local group, fantastic group. Tim Decker and Tennessee River.
Oh, yeah.
And they're fantastic too. They're just extremely good, and matter of fact, they're right now cutting a new record. I think maybe last week, and that should be out soon. And you know, to headline that, Ralph Stanley II. And so Ralph Stanley will be there, and their group. So it's going to be a phenomenal show. Last year, people covered the park. I mean, it was phenomenal. We had third time out last year, and it was a huge, big show. And this will be another big one. Everybody knew and knows Ralph Stanley, and Ralph Stanley II is cut from the same cloth, and he has his own music and he has his dad's music. So it's going to be a great show. We mix in a lot of country. There's some more blues, G-Man Blues and Dr. Ron. That's going to be as a new group. Blues who really enjoy. I'm sure everybody's going to really like them. And then in July, we're going to celebrate the 4th on the 1st. We're going to have our Independence Day celebration on Saturday night. So you don't have to worry about getting up and going to work after staying there all night watching the fireworks and stuff. And so we're going to feature a group, and you're going to be shocked and surprised and just taken aback, because this group, they're called REO/Survivor, and they play a great deal of REO Speedwagon music. They're and Survivor, so they're a cover band for both groups, and they're phenomenal. I mean, they're absolutely phenomenal. So that's going to be something. That'll kick off about 8 o'clock with the music, and then about 9:30, something like that, we'll have 9:30 to 10 around in there. One of the most phenomenal fireworks shows you'll see anywhere.
Yep, I would agree.
And folks, they're a low caliber shell, so they don't go up as high. But so but they're twice as beautiful. I mean, they're just right there. They're on top of you. But it's really makes for a wonderful show, and we enjoy bringing that to everybody too. We've got all through July. We've got more country and bluegrass and a little more rock and roll. A group called From the Edge. They're great, fantastic, and some old favorites like the 29th of July. We'll have the Bullseye Band.
Yep.
And everybody loves Mike and his brothers and that group. I mean, they've been going since the 70s, early 70s, and I don't know. There's tons of people around here that have grown up and went through high school in guitar club when Mike Little taught them to play. It's really cool when you get people coming back playing, and they say, "Oh yeah, Mike Little taught me how to play," and then it's really cool to he's pretty much a hometown hero.
Man, you got some good ones in there. Dime Store Cowboys.
Oh yeah,
Hollow Ground.
yes,
My New Favorites.
yeah.
Shooter.
Oh, yeah.
And on August the 26th, tell us about the Rockin' on the Dough.
August the 26th, we started last year doing our a featured rock and roll concert, and last year we had the Journey tribute group, and this year it's even going to be bigger and better. We've got a group called Barracuda, who is of course a Heart tribute. Yeah.
Remember that guitar?
Oh, I do. They're a Heart tribute group out of Nashville, and I said it last year, but honestly, I mean these Ann and Nancy Wilson,
They can crank it.
yeah, they can, and these girls can too, and so I mean you really can't tell. You can't tell a whole lot of difference. I mean they're phenomenal. We're very fortunate to be able to have them, and opening up for them. I'm sure a lot of people know Wayne Kelly. Wayne's played in Elizabeth and around for forever, and his group Retroville. So Retroville Unplugged they're kind of do some acoustic things for us to open us up that night. So and again, it's absolutely free. We'll this one will move from the Covered Bridge stage out in the street. Right there in front of the entrance to the Covered Bridge and the monument. So the monument's the backdrop for the stage. And last year we had, about 4,500 people there, easy, in that area, on the street. And we had, they were backed up all the way through town. It was phenomenal. I know I've said that many times today, but it really was a great show. And this year's going to be no different.
This show right here, folks. Can I keep this, by the way?
Absolutely.
Here it is. And I know you can't see it, but he's going to tell us where you can find it on the website. All Skate, Victor Lawson and Boogie Chillin', High Test Bluegrass Band, Borderline, the Bluegrass Jamboree coming up on the 17th of June, G-Man Blues and Dr. Ron coming up on the 24th, July 1st, the Independence Day celebration on the 1st, featuring REO and Survivor, in July, Dime Store Cowboys, Hollow Ground, From the Edge, Bullseye Band. In August,
My new favorites, the Rock on the Dough Night on the 26th, Shooter in September, and September the 16th, right before Covered Bridge Days, you would see and hear the Lost Creek Bluegrass Band. Whew, that's some good stuff there.
Yeah, it's
All three, you've done well, sir.
well, thank you very much. We enjoy doing it, and we're gonna. I mean, you can find this at. Well, it'll be on our website, which is elizabethton.org, and you can find it on our Facebook page, which is Elizabethton Parks and Recreation. And if you're a member of the Covered Bridge Jams Facebook page, we're going to kind of push all those into one, and just move everything over to just Parks and Recreation. So that'll be coming up, and you'll find everything you need on our Parks and Rec Facebook site.
That's exciting news, folks. It's not that far away.
No.
What, May 13th is 3 weeks?
3 weeks from now,
3 or
yeah.
4 weeks, yeah. So coming up, May 13th, we'll get it all started with All Skate. Covered Bridge Jams, all free in downtown Elizabethton. Again, the food you got to pay for, of course, but the music, bring your chairs, kick back, and enjoy the Covered Bridge Jams.
That's right.
Well done, sir, because I can tell you booking shows, it's like a jigsaw puzzle. It's
Yeah.
like you're putting the pieces here, and so to sit here and do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 different Saturday nights booking groups throughout the summer, and they're all going here and going there, and this one's got a gig here, and this one's playing over here, and I can't do it this night, and so it's peace, and
Absolutely.
but you did it.
Yeah.
Because he's David Nanny. I'm serious. It's
Thank
good.
you, sir.
Yes. So I can keep this?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
So circle the calendar, May 13th, the first one out. We're going to talk about this every week. And again, it'll start at 7 o'clock, Covered Bridge Park. The summer concert series, the first band on May 13th is All Skate. There you go.
There we go.
See you next Monday.
Absolutely.
Are you hungry?
I believe I am.
Well, go up there and take advantage of that great Chick-fil-A. It just tastes when it's free.
Oh, it does. It does. Exactly right.
I'll see you next Monday.
All right. Thank you, brother.
Great job. Quick break. We'll be right back. Leslie's here. Keith's here. And the plant auction next on the Tom Douglas Sports Show.
The new stain and sealers in called Goof Proof. Tell me about this, sir.
Well, it's Ready Seal makes it. It's basically a goof-proof stain, like for your decks, fencing, other stuff of that nature. A lot of times when you get into a bigger project, you know, you have to stop and start. You know, maybe it's lunch or a break, or it's too hot, you want to come back later in the evening. A lot of times you get those roller streaks, you get brush marks, you get a lot of problems with trying to start and stop a number of times on anything, whether it's a vertical surface, a horizontal surface, doesn't matter. Well, with Ready Seal, and we went to a demo of it and we washed it and stuff of that nature, this pretty much eliminates it. You know, it's pretty goof proof. You know, you can apply it just about at any temperature. You know, I know people are not going to be out there when it's 20 degrees trying to put stain on.
Right.
But, you know, when it's a little cooler, when that deck surface or that fence surface or whatever that you're staining is dry, you know, whether it's 40 degrees or it's 70 degrees, you can put this stuff on. And even when it's extremely warm, you can put it on. A lot of really good colors. You know, and I know a lot of people probably can't see this, but some of your more popular colors that people use on a very regular basis, they've got covered. And we have it in stock now. It's very, very well priced, very comparable to anything Cabot or Olympic or anyone else has. And so, you know, you can get out there and do the job without having to worry about having a deck surface that's got all these start and stop marks on it.
Natural, pecan, dark walnut, mahogany, redwood, natural cedar, burnt hickory, and mission brown. There's the colors, but this won't do it justice. You need to stop by and see it for yourself. Again, no laps, runs, or streaks, no back brushing required, no cracking, no chipping, no flaking or peeling. Can be applied, as he said, at any temperature and easy maintenance. Again, it's the Ready Seal. Again, it's called Goof Proof. It's available now at Big John's Closeouts, both locations.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think our Mountain City store also put it in gallons, and we have some of the colors in 5 gallons.
It's awesome. Awesome. So Goof Proof, a lot of folks begin to think about doing that. So stop there, and also you get the Worcester brushes made in America. I love that. We sell
Brushes,
American-made
rollers,
products.
yes, we've got rollers, brushes, however your application needs are. We can pretty much meet that for any of your paints, stains, whatever.
So be loyal, buy local, and when you get in there, buy American-made products. And the brushes made by Wooster are made here in America, keeping our Americans working. It's great stuff. Hours are open at Big John's Closeouts.
Well, we're Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 6. We're open 8 to 4 on Saturday. Closed on Sunday so people can get out and go to church and worship a little.
Social media, how do we find you?
Well, you've got a number of options. You can email at experts at bigjohnscloseouts.com. If you have cabinet questions for any of our cabinet estimators and stuff, you can email them at cabinets at bigjohnscloseouts.com. And I don't care if they want to go and maybe send me a message. It's Mike, M-I-K-E, at bigjohnscloseouts.com. And you can find us on the web.
Love promoting Big John's Closeouts. I shop there all the time. Love it, love it, love it. One of our proud sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Douglas Sports Show. And again, be loyal, buy local, and shop where they hammer high prices at Big John's Closeouts.
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Look who stopped by here on show number 1837 on our way to 2000. They said it wouldn't work. Hello to Carrie Reed. Hello to Betty Lacey, Reba Whitehead, Lisa Baker. Hello, Baker, Linda Wagner. Hello, Miss Linda. Hello to Carrie Reed. Thank you, ladies, for being with us. We're live here. We're joined by another lady, Leslie Broccoli. That'd be Randy's better half. So, does he like being introduced that way? You're Randy's better
I'm
half?
sure he likes that.
Sure. You both are great kids.
Oh.
So, we're going to talk about the plant auction here in a second, but the Siege. Tell me about the Siege.
Siege is coming up May 20th, 21st. It's huge. It's a 2-day event. It's free. Make sure they come. We're going to try to make them get those fort walls back up in time for the siege, so the Cherokee and the British aren't running through just running through thin air. So it'll be amazing. They'll love it. We'll have about 200 reenactors, vendors that they can go and look and shop with, and it'll be amazing. It'll be good.
Are they making progress on replacing the
They are.
post?
I'm
Would it be
shocked,
post
but they
or
are.
poles or- oh, they are? They are making
They
progress?
are making some
Good.
progress.
Good.
Yep.
Now, as you did last week, did it very well. For those out there going, Siege, what's the Siege? What are you talking about? Kind of give us an overview, would you please?
Okay. We basically are reenacting when there was a huge Cherokee attack on Fort Watauga, and the British will also do their thing one day as well. That's a different siege, but the siege of Fort Watauga, it was a Cherokee attack by Old Abram. They did a 3-prong attack. They attacked 3 forts at the same time, lasted about 2.5 weeks. And there were approximately 200 people inside the fort for 2.5 weeks. And if you can picture the size of our fort down there, that's accurate. So they lived there for about 2.5 weeks.
Now, back in the day, they used bow and arrows. I guess they used muskets too, didn't they?
We used muskets and rifles, but the Cherokee had, by that point in time, the British had armed them with rifles.
Rifles
and
too?
Muskets, yeah.
Didn't know that. Just learned something. I thought we were doing guns and the Native American Cherokees were doing bows and arrows, but they both had guns.
Mm-hmm. They sure did.
Okay, so anyway, the siege is coming up. The dates are
May 20th, 21st.
20th and 21st, which
Yep.
is
Saturday,
about a month out.
Sunday. It's
about a month away.
Uh-huh.
Less than a month, I guess, now,
Yep.
since the 17th. So she'll be here every Monday to promote that. So it's free to the public, right?
It's free to the public.
Yep. And so what she's talking about, if you missed last week, they're replacing, I want to
Fort
say
walls.
the walls. I keep wanting to say the post, but it's not the post. The walls of the fort. Time has caught up with them. Termites caught up with them. So they're ripping them out, putting in new ones, and they hope to have it ready in time for the siege.
Yes.
So, and also have it ready for Liberty, which will be, and is.
Right after that.
Yeah.
Yep. And we'll
If-
talk about that next week.
Yeah, the official outdoor drama of the great state of Tennessee for the whole state. It's right here in little old northeast Tennessee in Elizabethton.
They can already get online and get tickets.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. It's open.
Don't want to miss that, folks.
We'll talk about it next week.
Talk about it next week. You want to introduce this young man?
Yes, for this weekend, we've got the huge plant auction, and we haven't been able to have it for what, Keith, 3 years?
About 3 years.
About 3 years. The expert is here today. He is in the house, Keith.
He's in the house.
He's going to sit down and take my place.
There you go.
Tell you all about
I'll
it.
see you next Monday.
All right, we'll see you then.
What a sweet
Thank
lady.
you.
What a nice lady. Goodness gracious. And here comes a nice gentleman, too. I got to meet him a couple of weeks ago and felt like I know him all my life. Hello, sir. How are you?
Tom, we're good.
Yes.
We're good. How are you making it?
Just fine. Tell everybody who you are.
I'm Keith Hart, and I'm a retired extension agent with the University of Tennessee. I spent 43 years with UT. I intended on staying a year and spent 43. So it was a good group to work for, and I don't know that I'd rather done anything with my life than work for UT as an extension agent.
Andrea Lewis, by the way, joins us coming up next, Northeast Community Credit Union. So here's what we're talking about. The plant auction this coming Saturday right up the street at Sycamore Shoals State Park Auditorium. Tell us what's going on, my friend.
Tom, what we've got is about, we'll have 400 to 600 plants that are donated by 8 to 10 different vendors. 2 of the vendors around Knoxville, the others are up this way, and they donate the plants for this auction. We try to make it educational, fun. The fellow who auctioned them is Bobby Alley from Happy Valley. He's a hoot if you've ever met him, Tom. Marine Corps, and needed something to do after the Marine Corps, so he went into being an auctioneer. And he really has helped us out. This thing got started, 30 years ago maybe. There was a professor at UT, Dr. Will Whitty, and they didn't have an arboretum at UT. They've got one now beside the vet school out through there. And Will called me because I knew a fellow over here at NC State, Dr. Ralston, JC. And so we went over there and got cuttings, and he took them to the greenhouses at Knoxville. And those are the original plants that started in the UT Arboretum. And one day he said, Keith, I've got some extra plants down here. We said, what if we come up there and auction them? And I said, well, who will auction them? He said, I will. Well, he's a terrible auctioneer, terrible. But he did. He left Knoxville, brought all these plants, plus some that David Yates up near the Laurels had, and we auctioned these plants in a very crude manner compared to what we do today. But it went over real well. We thought we were rich. We had all kinds of money to introduce new plants and do things. So it's grown and grown, and the people, we have a number of OAG teachers that help us with it. We've got some people, some master gardeners. We just got a really good group of individuals that enjoy making this happen, Tom.
It'll be this coming Saturday at Sycamore Shoals. It's open to the public, of course. Trees, shrubs, flowers, fruit trees, native plants, perennials, and rare plant varieties will be auctioned off. Money goes where?
Goes to, we support a UT nursery tour. We support several VOAG students on college scholarships and 4-H. It goes in some very conservative group, and they watch closely how the money's spent. So it's real good. I went to UT last week, and with Ken Haas, he's president of this group, and Amy Fulcher gave us a number of plants for some of the UT stuff. We picked up some clethra, and it has a panicle on it similar to a butterfly bush. And then we picked up a number of hydrangeas, and we've got blueberries, we got thornless blackberries, some muscadine grapes from another nursery, and then we'll start pulling in all this other material. But folks can come at 8:15 and view the plants. By 9 o'clock, we try to start the auction. Our goal is to have it done by 12, fast and furious, bang, bang, bang. And it's our role to have all this numbered and categorized and make it as professional as we can and have fun.
Get them in, get them out.
Yes, literally. And our goal really is for everybody to leave with a plant. That may sound crazy, but what we're trying to do is just promote the uniqueness of the horticulture to the region, and this has been a real tool to do that with.
One of the selling points, we were talking to David Collins, one of our sponsors, David Collins Company Real Estate. One of the selling points of this area is our flowers, our trees, our shrubs, the greenery. And so this will add to this. Of course, you can go in your backyard wherever you come to auction this off. But again, it's just the overall picture of keeping things green and beautiful around here.
We don't realize there's over like 1,000 different plant species that grow. Our elevation down here in Elizabethton is about, 1,400 feet, and the top of the Rhone 6,000. We got 3 frost dates through this region, and many people don't realize the diversity of plant material. We got Fraser fir naturally on top of the Rhone and the rhododendron, red spruce. It's amazing the plant diversity here in Northeast Tennessee. It's huge. It's fascinating, really.
All this coming up on Saturday. You want to be there again at Sycamore Shoals, which is right up the street here.
you're probably as a crow flies, what, a mile away, maybe?
You're right at it.
Yeah.
You're right at it. And you were talking about the posts at the fort. I remember the fort had just been built when I came to Carter County from Johnson County in '76. So those timbers or posts, we refer to them, they've been in the ground since '76. So I'd say that's a pretty good life expectancy for them down there. And people don't realize, but termites are everywhere. We have a bad name for termites, but if we didn't have termites, can you imagine the amount of trees and stuff that would just sit and never decay, never break down? Termites have a role out here too, good and bad.
Before I let you go, I'm going to throw you out some, okay. Give me 3 perennials. I don't want to try and come up and get up there Saturday if you got them.
Daylilies definitely, and we'll have 30 different ones. That's just a fascination of mine. That's the major perennial. There's so many we're going to have. I hate to even. We've got more. There'll be shrubs. There'll be a huge number. We even tried to bring in a lot of edible type. We'll probably have some tomatoes there of different cultures.
Fruit trees?
Jack maples. The fruit trees are interesting. Since COVID, everybody likes to blame everything on COVID, don't they?
Yes.
You can't blame everything on it, Tom.
Amen.
You know, there's a point here where you just take responsibility.
Yep, thank you.
But the supply of white and pink dogwoods, which mainly came out of Middle Tennessee, is at a low level. There's no question. And you mentioned dogwoods last time, and I'm sitting there thinking, we need to make sure we got dogwoods in there. I was at one nursery the other day, and I said, how about donating some dogwoods? And he said, Keith, do you realize what you're talking about? And I said, well, I know they're slightly. He said, slightly. You see those whites we've got over there? They're $50 a piece. I said, whoa. That's what I said. I was thinking 20 or something, you know, in everybody's ballpark here. And but the budded dogwoods really took a hit during these periods of time. Because all the stuff is budded, and it's a fascinating process. I've been to all those fields in Middle Tennessee, and the supply of liners. A liner is a plant that you get to a certain level, and you plant it to raise it to another level. Mm-hmm. So a liner can be 1 year old, it can be 4 years old. But we're still hunting, and different folks say, what can I bring? And I throw out suggestions like that. When you mention perennials, gosh, there's so many. The woody shrubs, we'll have, I don't know how many different species, but probably 50 or more different species in all those, Tom.
Got to be there, folks, this coming Saturday. Got about a minute left here. Andrew's coming up next, so tell me about your farm. We're going to be a part of that in the fall.
We have a Laurel's pumpkin barn that we set up, and we decided to name it not for our name we decided to name it for the area, Tom. And from the day we started looking at this old barn, it's over 100 years old, and it was full of tobacco. Dad and I fed cattle in it and had tobacco in it. And I started looking at this, and I thought, I want something that's friendly, happy, and not scary for children. So much of Halloween is trying to scare somebody.
Thank you.
And I was raised in a military world where there's enough scariness in the world without adding to it, Tom. And I thought, you know, let's develop this so every move we make, I want something that's not scary. And we've put several log cabins in with Donald and Wayne Prevette and some other people that have helped us. We've got 2 or 3 log cabins there on the property for people to go in. We're working on one today. It came down from around Limestone. And I've tried to collect as many old items where our ancestors had purposes for every tool they had and what they used it for. So it's a great opportunity. We open that second week of September, and we'd love to have you out there. We try to make it a fun thing, and I want everybody to leave realizing and appreciating the scope and the diversity of agriculture. It's been an honor for us to share our place with other people.
I'm looking forward to doing it. I like what he said. Halloween doesn't always have to be scary. It should be fun, not to be scary. And so I know some folks like that. Some kids don't like that. And so he creates an atmosphere where it's fun and not spooky, not scary. So we'll talk more about that between now and then, sir. We'll see you Saturday.
Thank you. Enjoy it.
Get you some lunch.
We'll do it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Oh, good man. Keith Hart. Love meeting him. Christy Vaughn's right. Kevin Vaughn's right. So this guy's top shelf. He is. This lady over here is top shelf, too. She joins us next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. From Physical Therapy Services, one of our great sponsors. You work with pediatrics at PTS. Tell me about that.
I do not. I work with pediatric athletes, but yes, we do pediatric at 1500 in the medical care building. That's when they work with people that they're developmentally delayed, where they're having a hard time walking, crawling, that kind of thing. Also Down syndrome, autism, all of that. And so they work, PT and OT work in conjunction with each other to help these kids get back to normal life.
Something that they treat a lot more than I realized, headaches. A lot of folks come in with headaches and you help them. Tell me about that.
Yep. So headaches can come from the neck. It can come from, you can have vertigo and headaches and that kind of thing. So what we do is we do an evaluation, see if we can kind of pinpoint where those headaches are coming from, either refer them out if they need other help from like an ENT or something like that, a migraine specialist, or if we think that we can help them, we'll treat their neck and whatever other issues that they have going along with that.
Social media, how do we find you?
We have Facebooks for the pediatric and the ortho clinics, and then you can either call us or find me on a sideline somewhere.
Dr. Aaron Kaiser, one of our great sponsors with Physical Therapy Services of Cyclone Football and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
This is Pastor Fowler of Pleasant Beach Baptist Church in Elizabethton, and we'd love to have you come be with us. You and your family be with us on Sunday. I'm standing here in the lobby at our visitors table, our welcome table, and there's packets made up with tells you a little more about the church and get acquainted card, and then also a mug and some things in there for you to take with you to remind you to pray for us. And we've got a place for you and your family. We want you to come. Our goal is for you to know the Lord Jesus Christ as your Savior, but beyond that, to find your purpose and contentment in life of knowing Him, walking with Him, and serving Him each day. And so we want you and your family to come be with us Sunday morning, Sunday night, or Wednesday night. We're looking forward to seeing you soon. You can find a little more information about us online at PleasantBeachBaptist.com.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, look who stopped. I don't know why I start laughing.
I don't know.
Look who stopped by and I start giggling. Thank you, sir, very much.
Appreciate you.
That is a good
You
man
too.
right there. Keith Hart. Here you go. Thank you, sir. By the way, are you a green thumb? Do you plant plants? Would you possibly be there Saturday to get flowers of any kind? Or
I mean, I love it, and the older I get, the more I appreciate the different types of flowers and knowing what I like.
Mm-hmm.
And I love, things like ferns even. I think my favorite thing is just like a simple potato vine.
A potato vine?
Just the
How many ladies
vines and just the drapery of it. I really appreciate a full,
potato vine.
yeah, with all kinds of color in it. I've got window boxes.
Okay.
So I really play off of that. And then I do a different flower every year, a few different ones with a vine coming off. And I love it.
You like the vines to kind of cascade out of the
Yeah,
window box.
I
got
mean,
you. I
it's
understand.
gorgeous when it goes right.
Yep.
You got to keep them watered and
Yep. More
but-
so because they're in a box, window box.
yes, and
So-
the water just comes right through. The coconut feel. So you gotta. I think that's what it's called. But yeah,
Coconut gel, yep.
Yeah.
And keep it watered. So, yep. When we're not doing this, that's where we are. We're planting flowers. I'm a flower freak. So, we've got, again, fruit trees, native plants, perennials, rare plant varieties, trees, shrubs, flowers. Be coming up Saturday up here at Sycamore Show. So, that is something. So, I just want to know if she was a green thumb. So, you are. That's
that's
good.
right up my alley. And Elizabethton High School, they're going to be selling all kinds of stuff.
You're right.
Mr. Agan, he knows what he's doing with them students.
Yeah.
So I don't forget about them either.
When's that coming up? Is this Saturday? Not this Saturday. Is this later on? I think it's in May.
It's soon.
Is it? I didn't
We
get
need
hold
to
of him.
we need to figure out what day it is.
Yep.
I remember seeing it on Facebook.
Mr. Agan is awesome.
He's awesome.
Future Farmers America teacher, instructor, Elizabethton High School.
Yes.
Plus one of our cameramen of the Cyclone Network during football season. He volunteered to do that. He is a good guy.
He sure is.
Miss Lewis in the house. We had a chance to run our paths cross last Wednesday. We went by and caught the last little while of the Hampton celebration. That was big. Tell us about that.
It was big. You know, we were expecting a crowd, but I'll tell you, they really showed up for Hampton boys basketball. And it just speaks volumes. And we're just so glad that we could do that for them. And it was really awesome to see the young kids get autographs and to talk to them. And they'll remember that for their lifetime. And it's just an impact. I hope that it made an impression on them, and it's just a wonderful thing we could do for them.
They lined up a table, had all the boys sit at the table, and they went down one by one and autographed team picture.
Yes.
Which is a keepsake,
Yes.
to say the least. And Coach Smith and everybody was there. I got my picture taken with, let me think, Wesley Murray's mom said, "You always have Wes on the show, and he loves being on the show from the credit union. Will you get our picture?" And I stood beside Wes, and he's a pretty big old boy.
He is a big boy.
Yeah, but that was really cool. His mother's name, do you remember?
Lori.
Lori. So Mrs. Murray, it was very kind. Got a picture taken with somebody else. I just showed up over there at the end, and then I got Coach White said, "Would you sign my? Would you autograph my picture?" I said, "Me? Why would you want me to autograph your picture? I'm not from Hampton." He said, "I watch your show every day. Would you please?" I said, "I don't get very many people out signing autographs." So I said, "Okay," and I just signed the picture, kept trucking. But that was really cool. So, Coach is probably watching. Thank you, sir. It meant the world to me because I ain't nobody. But them boys are state champs over there, and it was cool. Coach Smith was there. The assistant coaches were there. You had food. It was a big turnout, wasn't it?
It was. We also had, I think it was 3 players from the 1960 basketball championship team, and they gave some great advice to those boys, and it was just emotional to hear them, how they will never forget winning. They'll always remember that and remember playing with each other and to keep the Lord first. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I want you to read the verse of the day.
Okay. Speaking of, right?
Speaking of, it's out of the book of Philippians. Love it, love it, love it. I send out a verse of the day every day. Yeah, it's about 20, 25 people, so
Okay.
you need to be put on the list. Send out one it's a random encouraging thing for people.
I'm
so.
on a few of those already. I think that's really cool.
All right,
Give you some encouragement, you know.
Okay, let's put, let me pull it up here real quick. Boom. There it is.
Philippians 4, 6, and 7. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which passes all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus.
There you go. That's our verse today, Philippians 4, verse 6 and 7. There you go. That would be worth hitting. Hit the bell right there, everybody. There you go. You just never know. She rings bells. She reads Bible verses. We haven't got her to sing yet. We'll work on that for Christmas. What is it? That's 8 months out. We'll work on that. So,
I have something to add, too. Speaking of autographs, you have a fan. This lady, and I apologize, I don't remember her name. She came in the credit union for the signing, for the meet and greet. And she brought us food she had prepped. That was really sweet. And she was just looking for me because she sees me on Tom Taylor. So if you're watching, I did not forget. And thank you so much for the food. So we're making an impact, Tom.
we are.
I said, are we signing autographs? I'm not signing autographs today.
It's 8 by 10 glossies.
So
And we'll give you top billing. It's the Andrea and Tom show. We got a tour bus coming. We're out on the road. Sing. I can't sing a lick.
you've got some fans. You do.
We could do George and Tammy. Who would be the most famous duet?
Dolly and
Kenny Rogers,
yes.
Islands in the Stream,
Or Cher and Sonny.
Sonny and Cher. Yeah. See, what was their big hit? I Got You, Babe. Kenny
Yeah.
and Dolly were Islands in the Stream.
Yes.
George and Tammy was probably Golden Ring.
Yes. I love that song.
Or We're Gonna Hold On. That's another George and Tammy sang. We're Gonna Hold On. Let me think.
Well, you also have Tim and his wife Faith.
Tim McGraw and Faith Hill.
Yeah.
Yep. Crystal Gale and Eddie Rabbit did a couple of duets way back in the day. So I can't sing a lick. She can. So we probably won't go out on tour. I can't get her to sing here either. So tour buses and 8x10 glossies, we'll just kind of put that on hold for now.
It's on hold.
It's on hold. But whoever that lady is, thank you for watching the show. I get
Yeah,
it all
that
the
was
time.
so nice.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name, but really sweet.
Yeah, I get that all the time too. Folks watch this show and they watch her segment. They watch Greg's segment on Wednesday with baseball. So we have folks that regularly tune in for what we're doing here. We're live at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. Kudos. Hit that bell one more time. You got a big award. There you go. Tell us what happened with the credit unions. It's awesome. Tell us the good news.
Well, we got big news, and it's fun news, and we just want to say thank you for voting Northeast Community Credit Union for the best credit union, mortgage lender, financial and investment firm, and notary in the Johnson City Press Carter County Reader's Choice. We sweeped all of those, and so we can't thank you enough. It really does take a village, and as I mentioned before, we love our members. We love our community, and so thank you. We just want to say thank you. So yeah, we're just partying, all week. We're excited. Yeah.
And that's what, when the readers do this, it's one thing to get it some other way, but when the readers of the paper say, and they get a chance to vote, and they say, credit union's #1, and all these other folks, a lot of our sponsors won, so Collins County won #1 real estate firm, so Carter County Reader's Choice, Johnson City Press, Northeast Community Credit Union. Yay!
Yay!
Teresa, I'm sure, is over the top excited about that, right?
Super excited.
Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
else. So.
Yeah, that speaks volumes for all the staff.
Yeah.
So I'm just excited and proud of all of them.
Our locations are
We are in Roe Mountain. We're in Elizabeth and off of 19E. Our main office is behind Elizabeth High School, and we're off of West Oakland Avenue in Johnson City.
What did you serve at Hampton? I know you had food. What did you have?
We had chicken tenders and hamburger sliders from Bats, and they brought all their sauces over, and then we had some chips and dip. We had all of the vegetable trays and lemonade, water. I had a huge cake ordered that, if you're there, you know what happened. It's okay though,
Yep.
because it was salvaged,
Yep. I saw
and
it.
we still laugh about it.
Yep.
And if you know, you know. So
You were, at one point you walked by us, you had it up like you were a Cracker Barrel girl, getting ready to serve the table. So what you had in it, but I thought.
I was ready to throw the cake at that point after what had happened. So I didn't. We enjoyed it for the remaining of the week. No food was wasted. Hopefully we ate it and
Well,
we
it's
yeah.
icing kind of slid here and there, but
Oh, it fell and it fell. It did no stop. So it was funny.
Yeah.
It was actually funny.
yeah,
We salvaged it. That was great. Teamwork.
that's what it's all about.
That's right.
We're talking to Andrea Lewis again from Northeast Community Credit Union. She comes every week, and you know that. She's become a regular. Every Monday at this time she's here. We like that. Come grow with us. Tell us about this. What's going on with the growth in Northeast?
Yeah, we just want you to get on board with us. If you appreciate what we do for our community, if you want to show your support for what we do in our community, be a member. It's only $5 for a savings, and there's no minimum required in your checking. We have a high yield interest in checking on an account such as like a Platinum Elite, a money market. So we've got investment options. We've got all kinds of loan options, and we're expanding. So we just ask if you feel strongly about us supporting your children in school and your local other nonprofits and organizations, become a member. Show your support. We would love to have you, and please like us on Facebook and Instagram. That's where we have all of our stuff.
You're signing a lot of people up now, aren't you?
Yes.
A lot of people are joining the club.
And you can open an account online if you don't have time in person.
You want me to do that cheesy alert? It's kind of a cheesy thing, but loan special alert.
That's right. We're still going.
That's so cheesy. Go ahead.
No, you're good. So we've got the loan special is $200 in cash or a check or in your account when you move your auto over to our institution. And so it's like a refinance. And if you don't have it with us, move it over. You get $200. However you want the $200, that's how you'll get it.
George and Tammy, golden ring. Or we're going to hold on. Yeah. Did you like George Jones?
Oh, yeah. See, my mama, was and is probably the biggest fan of George Jones and Elvis Presley. Those two were her top.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
So I love the Possum. I got his concert DVDs, got 2 or 3 of them, but kind of rotate and watch them. George Strait.
There's just nothing like that sound. And I was listening to Restless Heart this weekend. It just brought my attention. You all, they did not get the attention they should have got. Do you agree with me? Their music,
They
when
harmonize
you
very well.
harmonize so well, and the live version of them harmonizing is just as good.
Yeah.
I'm very particular about singing, so check out Restless Heart. I mean, they're just so good. It's great to hear the 90s music we grew up with, and they had a few hits in the early 2000s, but I forgot about them.
Do you have them on CD or just?
No, I just seen it on Facebook and was like, you know what? They were so good.
Yeah. Yeah, they really harmonized. So those guys. And did they have a lady sing with them too? When it?
I don't remember a lady. Now, the lead singer sounds like a lady. He's such a high tenor.
I got to confuse somebody else. The Restless Heart. Well,
You talk about
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
It may have been Deanna. Was it Dina?
I
Or
thought
was
it was
it?
Martina McBride back in the day, but maybe
It
it's
could be. It could be Martina McBride.
not. Joseph Taylor joins us next. He may sing for us. I can't get her to sing. Let's see. Let's look up on Restless Heart real quick. No.
He's wanting to sing.
Yeah, he does. We do.
See?
No. It's whose birthday? Emma's birthday today.
You have to sing.
Oh, I got to sing happy birthday to her. Oh, we
Yeah,
are.
when you get up, when he gets over here, you're gonna sing with him.
Maybe you can have
No,
get him
you all.
get him behind us and think, okay, this is all guys. So my bad. I thought it was When She Cries, The Bluest Eyes in Texas, You Can Depend on Me, I'll Still Be Loving You. Apparently that's their big hits. Restless Heart. So
They're so good. I don't sponsor them. I'm just talking.
oh, I know.
They're really good. If you want to just hear some good country, you got, like you said, George Strait, George Jones, Alan Jackson.
Let's see. How many Restless Heart charted 6 #1 singles in the hot country songs? That Rock Won't Roll, I'll Still Be Loving You, Why Does It Have to Be Wrong or Right, Wheels, oh yeah, I forgot about those, The Bluest Eyes in Texas, and A Tender Lie.
So good.
There you go, Restless Heart. So
And they're all about sad love. I think that's all they sang about.
Sad love.
I was like, all of these songs are like the same, but they're really good. But I think they sang about the same thing.
Sad Love.
Sad love.
There you go. How do we find you? Social media?
You can find us at Northeast Community Credit Union on Facebook and Instagram. You can find us at BMICU or YouTube, and you can find us at bmycu.org and call us at 423-547-1200.
Is that thing clean or is it dirty? The ring. Is it clean or dirty? Can you tell from are you a ring girl?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, maybe some cleaning. Mr. Holt's Claw could probably get that done for you.
Yeah, I was asking because I'm going to go down and get it cleaned, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I think they could use it.
Yeah. That was random, but anyway. She will be back next Monday, correct?
I will be here.
Yep. And again, congratulations. Carter County Reader's Choice, Johnson City Press, Northeast Community Credit Union named the #1
Credit union, mortgage lender,
financial
investment, notary.
There you go. I'll see you next week.
Thank you.
She's cool. We like her. She's like that Japanese car. She's a nice one. So we'll take a break. We'll be right back. Joseph Taylor, 60,000 fans down at Neyland Stadium on Saturday for the Orange-White game. We'll see what that's all about right after this from one of our great sponsors. Which one should I hit? How about Physical Therapy Services on the Tom Taylor Sports? On to Dr. Justin Smith from Physical Therapy Services. Folks out there may not know. Tell us what it's all about. What's PTS all about?
So PTS is all about just getting people back to the things that they enjoy, the things that they love. Whether it is the athlete that's wanting to get back to playing on the high school, collegiate, even the professional circuit, or it's maybe the grandmother that just wants to be able to hold her grandchild without her shoulder hurting, or her neck hurting, her back hurting. So from womb to tomb, we've got you covered, whether it's the pregnant female that's having some sort of pelvic floor or back pain issues, all the way up to the individual that just wants to be able to get out of a chair again. And everything in between, we got them covered. So we've been in business since 1980. We're the oldest private practice in the state of Tennessee. We're still going strong, and we will continue to be successful because we do things the right way. And ultimately, we take care of the patient that's in front of us. And as long as we do that, everything works out well.
Social media, how do we find you?
So we're on Facebook at Physical Therapy Services. All you got to do is just look up Physical Therapy Services or Physical Therapy in Elizabeth, and we should be the first thing that pops up. So yeah, that's the best way to get in touch with us. You can call us, email us 543-0073 or ptsstaff@yahoo.com with any questions or issues that you have. We'll point you in the right direction. If we can't help you, we know the people that can.
There you go. One of our great sponsors, folks, making it go, Cyclone Sports, the Tom Dillard Sports Show, the good folks at Physical Therapy Services.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
This is Pastor Fallow, Pleasant Beach Baptist Church in Elizabethton, and we'd love to have you come be with us. You and your family be with us on Sunday. I'm standing here in the lobby at our visitors table, our welcome table, and there's packets made up with tells you a little more about the church and get acquainted card, and then also a mug and some things in there for you to take with you to remind you to pray for us. And we've got a place for you and your family. We want you to come. Our goal is for you to know the Lord Jesus Christ as your Savior, but beyond that, to find your purpose and contentment in life of knowing Him, walking with Him, and serving Him each day. And so we want you and your family to come be with us Sunday morning, Sunday night, or Wednesday night. We're looking forward to seeing you soon. You can find a little more information about us online at pleasantbeachbaptist.com.
Back on the Tom Dillard Sports Show, we are live here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth, and thanks to Andrew Lewis. Also thanks to Leslie, and also David Nanny been on the show already. Thank you for always wanting to come over and promote what's going on in Elizabeth and the Tri-Cities. And so congratulations, Northeast. Elizabeth's got the Summer Jams getting ready to crank up, which is an awesome thing. 3 concerts starting in May. And then we have our buddy Joseph Taylor from Ivy Hall Nursing Home.
Yes, sir. And just so I can piggyback off that, Ivy Hall was voted best nursing home in the Johnson City Press Readers Award. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hit it and make sure they hear you. There you go. That's awesome.
We're fired up because the cool thing about that is Elizabeth and Carter County, there's multiple nursing homes, and to win the Reader's Choice, like you can't stuff the ballots or anything like that. So it's just it's what the readers say. So we are very appreciative of that.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. All right, the Vol Nation. We talked about this last week. The season ticket sales are through the roof.
Oh man.
For 2023. So, riding the rails on that one, piggyback on that was the Orange-White game on Saturday. Over 60,000 people were there.
It was a great crowd, and there's so much renovation going on at Neyland Stadium right now too. So, a big part of the stadium, it looked like the far end, one of the end zones was cut off from having people sitting. So that's a huge crowd. That's awesome.
How did we do?
So. You have to look at it as there was a lot of guys that didn't play. Mm-hmm. They were down. The top 4 receivers didn't play. Top 2 running backs didn't play. Several on the defensive side of the ball didn't play. So factoring all that in, there's still some guys that showed, oh, okay, this guy may have a little something. And the guys that really stood out to me were a running back, Cam Selden. He's actually like a convert. Apparently in high school, he went to a small high school in Virginia and was just kind of like a do-it-all. But they're going to try to get him in the backfield as a running back, so he's learning the position. But he just looks like an SEC running back. So he looked good. Ethan Davis looked good at tight end. He's a true freshman. I think that he might fill the void. Jacob Warren's back at tight end. But Tennessee loves a two tight end system, so I think he's going to establish himself there. Then defensively, I think Arion Carter looked good. He's a freshman. Some of the defensive linemen look good. They were out. The two best linebackers were out. So, like I said, but you can see some flashes.
There's no notes, folks. No flashcards. He's doing all this from memory. So obviously, this man's a big Tennessee fan. We may get him on a regular basis to come talk about UT because he knows what he's talking about. So, did they do any kind of kicking?
So it looked like the punts were not live. So it was just the snapper, the punter, and the returner. That's all that were out on the field, which it makes a lot of sense in a spring game. You'd hate to see an injury on a punt or punt return that's just totally irrelevant, So the punter, he had a couple of good punts, but I mean, can you really judge a punter when nobody's coming at him? So and the kick, the extra points, they were live, and the guy nailed every extra point that he attempted. So the kicking game looked good.
You pleased?
I'm pleased. I'll tell you what, Tom. Tennessee fans are about to get spoiled. The next 3 years, we're going to have quarterbacks with unbelievable arms. Joe Milton, oh my goodness, the guy can sling it. And he showed some touches on Saturday that made me feel good about his touch passes. And then Nico, when he takes over, the guy can sling it.
Yeah, I saw him roll out.
Oh my goodness.
Roll out to a 30-yard pass down the near sideline.
You can't coach arm talent like that. And just so this is just my opinion. After the spring games, you looked at Arch Manning down at Texas. You look at Nico at Tennessee. I'm very happy that we got Nico. He looks way further ahead than Arch right now.
Arch Manning was told he's not going to be the starting quarterback.
Yep.
Ewers is the quarterback, right?
Yeah. And somebody put a loop on Twitter of every play that Arch was in, and he looked over his head. That's just an opinion. I'm not saying who's going to end up being better down the road, but right now you can see why Sarkisian was like, you know what, we'll let Arch take a year and watch.
Yep. So Ewers is your starting quarterback for Texas.
Yeah.
Joe Milton's your starting QB at Tennessee, but Nico is coming.
Oh yeah.
And they got themselves a blue chipper there.
Oh my goodness! Like I said, and Joe Milton just slings it around like it's nothing. Nico slings it around like hopefully we don't take it for granted because you don't see that everywhere. You watch other college teams, and they would love to have guys like we have.
One of the coaches described Joe Milton's arm as a bazooka.
Yes.
This guy's like, he can throw it on a rope, break glass probably. He can break it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So Tennessee football, of course, again, the Orange White wrapping up spring. Now they go into finals, and then turn around and they'll do the summer workouts.
Yeah, summer workouts, and then fall camp will be here before we know it.
Are you pretty fired up?
I'm fired up. I was talking to my father-in-law, and it seems like if you want to build from last year, you got to get to 10 wins. Like it feels like if you don't get 10 wins, it's almost a letdown, which is exactly what you want as a football fan. You want to have high expectations.
Absolutely, that's the name of the game. Tennessee football right around the corner, and as a matter of fact, Cyclone football starts spring practice today. So.
Wow.
Here they are, the
Goodness.
last week of April and the first week of May. I think they get 14, 15 days, I think what Sean said. So I know they're starting today for spring practice, and not everybody's out there. A lot of them are doing track and field, and some of them are doing baseball, so you won't have the full entourage. We'll get an idea.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. So, and I feel like spring practice is really and truly mainly for the offensive and defensive linemen to get out there and get some movement. I mean, I feel like that's at the high school level, that's who really benefits the most from getting out there and banging a little bit.
They're tired of lifting weights and flipping them big truck tires.
Exactly.
They want to hit somebody.
Yeah.
Hit a sled, go through some drills. Yep. So that's what they're going to do, and it starts today. Cyclone football. We're live here again at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth, and we have a birthday today. Is that
yes,
correct?
Sir. Emma Taylor. And I don't think that there's a kid in America that is more fired up for their birthday. I honestly think she started talking about her birthday 364 days ago. So she woke up excited. She is fired up.
So it's like Mardi Gras for Emma.
Oh yes,
it's a year-round celebration.
She's like My birthday is in so many days. She's been doing a countdown for us since May 1st. So so she's like, oh, my birthday's in 16 days, 15 days. Every day she's told us. And then today she said, today's my birthday.
Today's her birthday. And she turns how old?
6 years old.
All right. We are going to sing to her, is that correct?
Because we sang to Catherine in November, so we can't do one and not the other. That's what we've learned.
She's in class, so she's probably not going to see it live.
No, she won't see it live.
We'll see it tonight, right?
Yes, we'll make sure she sees it.
All right. Now, I could do like Deb Gooch does, that little thing is...
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Emma. Happy birthday to you. All right. Way to go, Tom. I didn't know you hit that bass note on me, man.
Did I hit it?
Oh, man, you were on it.
Yeah. Every now and then, an acorn will find a hog will find an acorn. So there you go. So little Emma's having a birthday.
Little Emma's having a birthday. We're going to go to the school at 2, and her and Maverick that you met, they share birthdays, so we're doing a joint birthday celebration at 2 at the school.
Maverick's a cool cat.
He is.
Yeah. Found out he is Charlie's grandson.
Oh, okay.
Charlie Hutchins?
Yeah.
Not Charlie Hutchins.
No, John.
John Hutchins.
John.
Not Charlie Hutchins. That's another Charlie Hutchins in West Virginia. John Hutchins. There you go. John Hutchins' grandson is Maverick.
Yes.
I found it out. So he's a cool cat.
He is.
Yeah. So they're sharing a birthday.
They shared birthday. We ran into each other. I ran into Josh, Maverick's dad, at the hospital. When you're the dad and your wife's in labor, you got to run out and get this or that. So we bumped into each other and were like, what are you doing here? So.
How's Trenton doing?
Trenton's doing well. I think they wrapped up spring practice. He didn't get to come in for Easter, but he is. I think they've been putting in work. I believe their last practice was Friday or Saturday, so I think he'll be excited to have a couple weeks off from any kind of practice. I'm sure they'll be lifting weights, but I think practice was rough.
Yeah.
I mean, it's college football.
It is. The Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders where he plays. So
yes,
there
sir.
You go. That's good stuff. Ivy Hall Nursing Home gets named the best.
Yes. We won the Reader's Choice Award, and maybe next time I'm on, we can film a new ad to throw that in there on. So yeah, we're excited about that.
Yeah. Well, you need to come next Monday.
Well, okay.
We'll come back. We'll film it.
We'll film an ad. Yes, sir.
You'll be dressed up, looking what you need to wear. Just come be
Probably
you.
just a regular shirt.
You're just a good old boy.
Yeah, I'm not.
Never meaning no harm.
No. But, and the thing is, like, when we go to church, sometimes Catherine, my older daughter, will be like, Daddy, wear a suit, wear a tie. I'm like, Catherine, I hate ties. I hate them. So.
And you're not gonna wear one.
I'm not gonna wear one. I mean, it's got to be a really like we're talking wedding, funeral, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So.
Other than that,
you're not gonna catch me in a tie.
No Ty Taylor.
No, sir.
Amen. Right there with you. I'll wear them, but yeah. Used to wear them every day at work, and now I don't have to, and I'm not going to. So there you go. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Ivy Hall Nursing Home. How do we find you on social media?
You can find us on Facebook if you just search Ivy Hall Nursing Home, or if you online, our website is ivyhallnursinghome.com.
There you go. We appreciate it very much. Thank you, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Love having you on the show.
Man, love being here.
Yeah. We didn't do too bad. This lady turned around. Ma'am, did we do okay singing?
You did great. Awesome. Oh, wow. Man.
I mean, is there like a tour bus, you think? We go out on the road with 8x10 glossies, Taylor and Taylor? Or?
Maybe just a Class B bus.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Let's don't go overboard.
No. I think we better both keep our day jobs.
Yeah. Speaking of, I haven't said this because he's not back in town yet, but Rick Walters got named, he earned it, the #1 horseman agent in the country.
Oh, my goodness.
Out of 3,000 agents, he was named the #1. He sent me a picture. They're in awards someplace. He's out of town, but they brought him up front, and based on his sales and his productivity, he was named the #1 horseman agent in the country.
Man, wow.
Right here in East Tennessee, Rick Walters.
I love it when people in Elizabethton do things like nationwide notoriety. It's cool.
Oh, yeah. So, thank you, sir.
Thank you for having me. Anytime.
Are you hungry?
Always.
Get you some Chick-fil-A. Compliment to the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Thank you, sir.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. We'll take a look at Major League Baseball next on the Tom Taylor Sports Insurance. How can you help us with auto insurance?
Well, one of the things Horace Mann was started for, Tom, back in 1945 was to provide auto insurance for educators. They came up with the idea that if we could put a group of school teachers together in one company, their cars would sit in a parking lot for 10, 12 hours a day. Friday and Saturday nights they're home grading papers. They're all college educated. They have a tendency to be better drivers because they set an example for their students. And knowing all those things, we'd probably have less claims. And so we're able to offer better insurance rates because of that.
And so, if you're a teacher, an educator, you want to come here and get a quote because of that, your quotes and your rates are typically better than other folks, right?
That's right. And we also do a couple other things for educators. If they were to get into an accident while they're on school business, we don't have a deductible on that, Tom. They won't have to pay a deductible. If somebody vandalizes their car while it's on school property, they don't pay a deductible for that. If they get into an accident on school property, we waive the deductible. If they get into an accident with another Horace Mann agent or a Horace Mann client, they're going to not have to pay a deductible also.
It's good stuff. So if you need more information, go to social media or give him a call. How can we get a hold of you and find out more?
Yeah, you can just call me here at the office at 543-0059 or go to horacemann.com on the internet, and you'll be able to find our office here.
There you go. One of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, the good folks right here at Rick Walters Horace Mann Insurance.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments and check off the things on your to-do list to make them happen. We're here along the way so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness.
My name is Michael Vance, Vice President of Advanced Heat Pump Systems. Advanced Heat Pump Systems has been open and providing service for over 35 years. The services we provide are installation and service of home heating and cooling systems. Our company's goal is to provide quality service for our customers. The reason you should hire Advanced Heat Pump Systems is because we offer a dependable, quality, trained technician to service your heating and air conditioning.
Hi, this is Big Country, and you're watching my buddy Tom Taylor and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are live at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth, and again on a windy, sunny but windy, almost like a March day, really. The Wendy's is outside. It's a little cool. It's going to be cold tonight, too. Talking about a scattered frost in the area, so just make yourself aware of that if you have the old magic phrase, tender vegetation out there somewhere, around your home, around your church, around your business. All right, let's take a look at Major League Baseball. As promised, we'll start with the Atlanta Braves. They continue to show the way. This team is red hot, winning 12 of the first 16 games for the 8th time in franchise history, and the first time since 2013, 10 years ago, which coincidentally is the last time Atlanta won 6 straight games in April. Looks like things get even better for the 5-time reigning National League East champs. So Max Fried back in the rotation. He'll start again, coming back off the injury list. He'll start tonight against the Padres, open up the series in San Diego. It's going to be a really good series. Ryan Weathers 1-0 against Fried, who's 0-0, of course. So Fried was selected, by the way, with the Padres back in 2012 and traded to the Braves in 2014. So he was a former Padre. So tonight he will go again on the mound against Ryan Weathers. That'll be coming up tonight on the left coast starting at 9:40. And so yesterday, Vaughn Grissom hit a tie-breaking single tonight. Ozzie Albies homered to the Braves, complete the series sweep of the Kansas City Royals, which the water's going to be a little deeper. Let's just say this when they play San Diego starting tonight. The Royals are the Royals, by the way, I bet it is Kansas City. They're rock bottom last in the Central. They're 4-12. Padres, meanwhile, they are 8-9. They're not setting the woods on fire either, but I think you'll see a whole different caliber of talent for the Padres tonight at Petco Park in San Diego. In Cincinnati, Joey Votto ending his rehab assignment, returning to Cincinnati. Because the rehab assignment can't last more than 20 days, the team halted Votto's time at AAA. In Nashville, the clock ticking, bringing him back to Cincinnati to continue his recovery from shoulder surgery. Started the season with a 15-day injury list in 10 games in Nashville. Hit 184, 2 doubles, a home run, 5 RBIs, and 21 strikeouts in 10 games. So Votto in his final year of a 10-year, $225 million contract extension. The Reds hold a $20 million option on him for 2024.
And so I'm thinking maybe old man or Father Time may have caught up with Joey Votto. We'll see. All right. What's going on in Major League Baseball? Shohei Ohtani and the LA Angels playing the Boston Red Sox. That was underway in Fenway in Boston, that early day game. Was tied in, of course, with the big road race, the Boston Marathon again at Fenway Park in Boston is where they're playing the game, tied in with the big road race. Under the lights tonight, Cleveland, Detroit, the Reds will host Tampa Bay. San Francisco and Miami. The White Sox open up the series hosting Philadelphia. Texas goes to Kansas City. Cardinals hosting Arizona. Houston will be home to Toronto. Pittsburgh travels to Colorado. The Cubbies will leave L.A. after having a successful weekend set there and move on to Oakland to battle the A's in Oakland, Alameda County Coliseum, tonight. Milwaukee will be at Seattle. The Padres and the Braves, we said, in San Diego. And the Mets will take on the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium at a 10-10 first pitch tonight for the Dodgers and the Mets in Chavez Ravine in Los Angeles. All right, we start the week. Your standings in the American League East. Tampa Bay 14-2, 4 better than Toronto and the Yankees. In the Central, Minnesota 10-6, a game better than Cleveland. In the West, Texas leads Seattle by a game and a half, and the Angels by 2. And that one's going on again. Not going on, but that's the American League West. In the National League, the Braves 12-4, matching the best record in baseball with the obvious, actually the second best record in baseball, and behind Tampa Bay would be the Atlanta Braves, are 2 better than the Mets. Miami's 4 back. In the Central, Milwaukee 11-5, 2 better than the Cubs and Pittsburgh. And then in the National League West, you have the Arizona Diamondbacks a game better than the Dodgers, and the Padres a game and a half back. So that's your look at Major League Baseball for this Monday, April the 17th. We're live here again, as we are. We're on the road at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. I want to tell you about this auction is getting ready to happen a week from today. And it is an auction involving guns and ammo. Can I find it? Right here it is. We were there Friday. Here we go. There it is. It's a week from today. You can go there and check it out. CollinsandCompany.info. Quality firearms and ammunition online auction event. It starts a week from today and goes to May the 2nd. Go to CollinsandCompany.info to check it out because it's some great firearms there. Winchesters, Colts, Rugers, Norincos, Smith & Wessons, Winchester pistols and long guns. Go to CollinsandCompany.info. The auction starts a week from today and runs through May the 2nd. So I want you to know that because that's going to be a biggie. And so there'll be a lot of folks going in on that, and they should. It's going to be a good auction starting a week from today. NBA tonight, who plays? The Nets will be in Philadelphia to battle the 76ers, and the Golden State Warriors will take on the Kings tonight on the Monday night version of the NBA. So make you aware of that. We got some high school sports to look at coming up here in just a few minutes. Got to tell you about one of our great sponsors, the good folks at Double C Western Supply. They got a select supply of women's and men's jeans, currently 25% off list price. In the tack room, when you first go in Double C and hang a left, are closed on Mondays, by the way. You go into Double C Western Supply, hang a left in the tack room, saddle tack room. That's where all the clearance items are. They're coats and vests and hoodies, half off. Made by Ariat, Huey, and Cinch. And there's a ton of them in there. Of course, they're closing in today, as we said. They're closed on Sundays and Mondays. Tuesday through Saturday, they're open right up the street here on Railroad Street. We were there last week. They have the Morena pocketbooks now. They also have the Myra pocketbooks. They have three different styles of Myra sandals. Got them in stock. They sell a ton of sandals. They sell a ton of Hey Dude shoes, guys and girls and kids. Those are some of the things going on. They got the Montana and Ariat belt buckles and the Huey knives. And they sell a ton of Huey ball caps. So if you're looking for Huey ball caps, you're at Double C Western Supply here in Elizabeth, and they sell a ton of merchandise. So let's see. We were talking about the Tennessee Vols and the spring practice, how the other things go. Again, as we told you, Ewers is now been named the starting quarterback for the Texas Longhorns. The spring game down at Georgia, two-man race between Carson Beck and Brock Vandegrift for the starting quarterback for the Georgia Bulldogs, replacing the graduated Stetson Bennett. In Clemson, Dabo Sweeney made a significant offseason change by bringing in Garrett Riley to run the offense. The first impression of his offense has to be graded incomplete. Apparently didn't do too hot. But limited availability among some projected starters. It didn't show a whole lot, and I understand that because it was on TV and you could watch it as a scouting. Use it as a scouting tool, and they didn't. So didn't show much. In fact, most of them don't show much. Ohio State. Archie Griffin had a 25-yard touchdown run during the third quarter of Saturday's Ohio State spring game, where number 45 struck the Heisman pose after reaching pay dirt. So I guess he was, I don't know, I'm not understanding what this means, but it says Archie Griffin last took the field with the Buckeyes in 75. The only two-time Heisman Trophy winner still showed off some decent mobility. 25-yard touchdown run during the third quarter of Saturday's action. I guess it was him. I don't know if it's Archie Griffin Jr. or not. That's a check on that one. Wearing his number 45, Griffin struck the Heisman pose after reaching pay dirt. So, there you go. Penn State, they had their spring practice game. Sophomore Danny Dennis Sutton did okay. Quarterback Drew Aller, former five-star recruit, drew plenty of focus. Of course, we talked about Tennessee. We'll talk about that some more here in just a second. And also you had Georgia, Clemson, Southern Cal, Ohio State, Penn State, Tennessee, Virginia, Florida State among those, again, that had their spring practice game on Saturday. And speaking of college football, the transfer portal is now open for the next 15 days. Listen to this, more than 6,000 NCAA, hello Kathy Lyles, how you doing, lady? More than 6,000 NCAA football players have entered the portal since the beginning of the 2022 season, including over 2,100 last December, the most of any month since the transfer portal was created in fall of 2018. The NCAA enacted two transfer portal windows, a 45-day window that started the day after the 4 college football playoff teams were selected in December, and the spring window, the 15th through the 30th. So it started on Saturday, runs to the end of the month. So there you go. The college transfer portal is open, and I'm sure you're going to see a lot of big names moving around. So don't necessarily agree with that, but that's okay. Then you have Nico Iamaleava. Iamaleava was very, very efficient on Saturday, the Orange-White game. Of course, Joe Milton was the man, and understandably so. But again, we got ourselves a good one. True freshman Nico Iamaleava was slinging it all over the field and he got his chance after Joe Milton was lifted. So very encouraging down in Knoxville for Tennessee football. When I go to the break, I'll pull up the schedule, and I can't remember who they start off the season with, but it's usually a cream puff, cupcake, and we'll see who it is. And we'll take a look at Major League, or not Major League, but high school baseball and high school softball coming up next. We are on the road here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. We'll be right back right after this from the good folks right here at Chick-fil-A. Great sponsor, so tell me about the mobile app.
All right, so with the mobile app, you can order, you can pick it up through the drive-thru, you can pick it up inside, and it'll be sitting waiting for you, or you can mobile order from your table, and there's table numbers on each one, and we'll bring your food out to you. That way you can just skip the line and go ahead and be seated and have your food brought out to you.
Do we get free food after so many points accrued?
Yes, so with every time you order off the mobile app, you'll accrue points, and then you can redeem those points for free food.
Yep. So you go to your phone, you go to the mobile app store, and you find what? Chick-fil-A One, is that right?
Yes, Chick-fil-A One app.
Put that on your phone and then order it that way. And tell me how the table numbers work, too.
So there's a little circle with a number on each one, and then if you want a mobile order from inside, they'll ask you if you want to do, drive-through or mobile pickup inside or from your table, and then you just put in that table number, and it'll pop up on our screen and let us know where you're at, and then we can bring your food right to you.
Gift cards. Tell me about gift cards from Chick-fil-A.
Gift cards are always available from us, so pretty easy little gift for Valentine's Day or birthday or anything you need.
Yeah, anytime.
Mm-hmm.
Increments can go from $1 up to whatever, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, and the rule is, if you're going to get more than one, please come in here. If you get more than three, I think the rule is come in here and don't go through drive-thru. It slows things down, and we understand it because you have to activate the cards.
Yeah.
Valentine's right around the corner. Tell us what's going on with Valentine's at Chick-fil-A.
So for Valentine's Day, we'll have our heart-shaped trays again for 30-count nuggets or 10-count minis. Before 10:30, the minis will be available. But 30-count nuggets in the afternoon, and they'll come in a little metal tin that's shaped like a little heart.
Awesome.
Yeah.
To do that, you want to call in, or you come in person, but the call is 297-1266. Yep. And so would you want to do it the day of? Would you recommend us kind of pre-ordering to help you all out?
For 10s and 30s, you can call if you feel the need to, but we usually have those pretty readily available.
Yeah. So people don't realize how much food you go through, do they?
Yeah, it's a lot.
For example, how many nuggets today do you think you'll go through?
Trying to guess. Each case has probably close to 800 in it. We'll go through probably 8 of those.
A day?
Yeah.
8 cases, 800, that's 6,400 nuggets.
Yeah.
A day, just
Maybe
right here.
a little less, but pretty close, depending upon catering too.
And there's somebody back there doing salads all the time too, right?
Yes, our prep lady.
Yeah, that's all she does, make salads.
Salads and dishes.
It's incredible.
But she's great.
It is incredible what they do here. So, and then the mac and cheese, can't keep that going, can you?
No, it's always going in and out of the oven all day long.
Yeah, in and out all day long. Hours you're open here at Chick-fil-A?
6 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Monday through Saturday.
Monday through Saturday.
Closed on Sundays. All right, so mobile app, gift cards, and the Valentine heart-shaped trays, right? Mm-hmm. There you go. One of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show, the great folks right here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, cameo appearance by Jesse the Storm Tracker Sacker. How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Good.
Yeah.
Windy outside.
Yeah, it's very windy behind our cold front, and low pressure system came through yesterday, brought us some downpours, and so we're seeing the tight circulation behind that storm system creating some gusty winds. And keep in mind, we have an elevated fire danger today with our lower relative humidity and our strong winds, so just be cautious, keep that in mind, according to the National Weather Service through today. We do have a slight chance of a shower on Tuesday, but I think we'll stay mainly dry through the first part of this week. Temperatures are cooler. We're in the 50s to near maybe low 60s about later this afternoon, but definitely cooler than average. Nothing too unheard of or extreme. We'll start to warm up towards the middle of the week. 70s tomorrow, hopefully, and then 80s by Wednesday and Thursday, or at least about 80 on Wednesday, and then probably low to mid-80s Thursday. And we'll see our rain chances creeping back in for the weekend. Probably pretty prominent by Saturday and Sunday. Pretty high rain chance then. Ahead of our next cold front, it's going to knock us back down to temperatures again early next week.
High fire danger conditions this afternoon.
Yeah.
Into the night for East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. You said that.
Yep.
Due to low humidity and strong winds. So no open burning, right?
Yeah. Keep that at a minimum.
Yeah, that would not be smart. They're supposed to drop down to the upper 30s tonight.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you got that sensitive vegetation, keep that in mind with the temperatures in the upper 30s for lows tonight. Could see some patchy areas of frost, especially in the higher elevations. Nothing too severe, not necessarily a freeze, but some frost in some areas. We'll have to keep that risk of frost through probably Mother's Day. I always tell people Mother's Day weekend just to be safe as far as planning and stuff, because we'll get those cold shots sometimes that late through the middle part of May before we really just warm up for good usually.
You have Wednesday around 80, Thursday 80s, Friday 80s, and it's going to drop back down into the 70s on Saturday, and as he said, Sunday, Monday back down to the 50s.
Yeah.
So a little cool front for next week.
Yeah.
So.
And of course that has a little bit of wiggle room, but I think we will get another cold front. It's just that time of year where people talk about how crazy the weather is, and it is. It goes back and forth, and it doesn't really want to stay in one or the other because they're in that transition period.
Yep.
So
it is. We've been through Redbud. The dogwoods, I believe. Is this dogwood winter?
Dogwood's late April. Now I could be wrong on that, but I'll have to go back and check those.
You need to Google that.
You got blackberry, I think, in May.
May's blackberry.
You got the one that no one thinks about is the Lindsay Woolbridge's winter, which is in late May, early June.
You told me that last year.
Yep.
Lindsay Woolbridge.
And that was the last. That's what the the old folks back in the old days used to call those that little snap of chillier weather where they'd have to put on the long underwear right before the summer set in. And it doesn't usually come with a freeze, but it's just that. It's like if we got this weather in late May, early June, you know, it would be pretty cold for that period. So it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Last little shot.
Woolbritches.
Lindsay Woolbritches. You'll find it when you Google it.
Okay.
Yep.
Lindsay Woolbritches. What is a Lindsay Woolbritches winter? All right. It tells us right here. Lindsay Woolbritches winter. Always heard dogwood blackberry winter, but get out of there. Pop up.
I want you to subscribe.
Lindsay Woolbridge basically means in late May relates to the last time during spring that winter clothing of a homespun wool linen combination had to be worn. No, I don't want you to know where I'm at. Okay, I know it's been a little chilly, not chilly enough. So Lindsay Woolsey Breeches is in late May. It's the last kind of cold snap, right?
Yep. Usually you see like a day in the 60s from that in late May, early June, which at that point is a little chilly for folks because it's already been in the 80s at that point.
Yeah.
And even this today is kind of a shock to people. And it's funny because, you know, relative to what we had, say, right before Christmas where it was wind chills in the single digits or actually below zero, you know, this isn't nothing. This is just 50s. But, you know, after we've been in the 80s already this year, it's pretty different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so here we are. I see somehow this guy on. He's good. All right, and I never tell you this publicly, but I appreciate you doing this.
I appreciate it being on. Thank you.
I really. One of the beauties of doing this show is making friends like this guy here. I think the world of him. He's a brother in Christ, first and foremost. Just get everything in line. Dogwood winter is when a cold spell arrives just after spring has arrived, which usually about mid-April. A blackberry winter is a cold spell that occurs while blackberries are in bloom, which is in early May.
Yeah.
So there you go. And then we have the redbud, which really got it started. The redbuds when they first bloomed out, what, a month or so ago?
Yep.
And then,
Never had that.
And now, so you have four. Redbud, dogwood, blackberries still to come, and Lindsay Woolsey.
I feel like there's a fifth, but yeah, there may just be four.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
we'll go with four for now.
So, folks planning to go to the beach for the summer.
Yep.
I'm going to start promoting it every time you're over here.
Yeah.
You help them out with the weather in the Carolinas, don't you?
I do. So I'm over at Carolina Weather Authority with meteorologist Mike Griffith. So we're keeping an eye on conditions there. And once you start getting into, you know, the early part of the summer, you know, it's hot. You got those scattered afternoon, evening showers and thunderstorms that come up in the heat of the day. And then once you get into the later part of the summer, then you start watching hurricane season. And, you know, I've not really got a line on how that's going to be this year yet, but you know, once you get into the later part of July, more so August and September, you know, the Carolinas on occasion can get that tropical hit from a cyclone. So it's something you keep in mind if you're going to the beach during the later part of the summer and the fall.
Speaking of cyclones, spring football practice starts today. How about that?
Yeah, how about that?
On a windy Monday.
Yep.
So I don't think there'll be a lot of kicking going on. That ball, kick that thing up over there and then land up over
They'll be blaming it on the wind. Yeah.
It'll hit our parking lot.
Yeah.
The wind will catch that thing and go. So
touchdown.
Yeah. From that, I mean, that's, I'm not joking. The way the wind's blowing out, you could kick it up there and it'll blow out of the stadium.
Yeah.
Get some pretty good gusts going on.
It is.
There.
I mean, you're probably getting 30-mile-per-hour gusts right now.
So, all right. How do we find you, sir?
I'm Storm Tracker Sacker on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. SACHER on the spelling, and over at Carolina Weather Authority, like I said, with meteorologist Mike Griffith. Also, you can find me over at Tri-Cities Weather Alert Crew with Mike Gibson. He's got that page over there. We do weather and news alerts for what's going on in the area, and then abroad, if there's a breaking news situation in the country, we'll update you on that.
I'm going to the beach later on this summer, and guess who I'm going to check out to find out what the weather's like in the Carolinas? Storm Tracker Sacker, ladies and gentlemen. The watermelon mint, what do you think? I liked it.
Well, as I said before, I think the watermelon mint is really good when you get the lemonade. I do enjoy it with the lemonade by itself. If you add tea to it, I just think it's too much. I think with Chick-fil-A, what they wanted to do is, if you remember, they brought out the Sunjoy drink 2 years ago, which we already had the combination tea and lemonade that we could do for you, but they started marketing that as the Sunjoy. So a couple years downstream, they get the watermelon mint back that they had several years ago, and they start marketing it as the watermelon mint Sunjoy. and they can do that, and it's a combination of tea, lemonade, and that watermelon mint syrup. But it's just a little bit much, in my opinion, when you get all three of those together. I personally just like it with the lemonade. There's the frosted version, which I did forget to mention last time, that you said you liked, and I do think is really good. The frosted watermelon mint lemonade we can do for you. And if you just want the watermelon mint syrup and the tea, we have all those different variations. It's just whatever you guys like.
May I have, sir, a watermelon mint with a diet lemonade?
That sounds good, and I'll bring it to you.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
Thank you.
I appreciate him. All right, quick break. We'll come right back. We'll tell you about we found the Tennessee football schedule. We'll tell you who they play right after this break. We're live here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Come grow with us. Yeah, it's exciting. It is an amazing feeling. We have been in the works, and it's to be determined of the date, but come grow with us. We have had members ask, and the demand of the increased membership is amazing. And so we want to give back to our members, and what better way than to just expand and do all the things that we can to help you and serve you better as a member. So it's exciting.
Yep. So the expansion will come over here at Jason Witten Way, is that correct?
I believe so. Yeah.
That's where
I've got actually got a few quotes here from our CEO.
Go ahead.
All right. This project has been in the planning stages for nearly a year and is getting off to a very productive start, said the CEO, Teresa Arnold. Our growth in recent years has been tremendous. The increased member traffic and related transaction processing clearly requires additional space for our operations, Arnold says. Expansion and remodeling plans will result in enhanced service for members, including upgraded drive-through areas and additional offices for loans, debit cards, electronic services, and accounting processing. So if you want more information about this, you can visit the Johnson City Press and the Elizabethton Star and our Facebook page, our website. The information's in there. So get all of the article there, and if you have any questions, let us know.
Absolutely. Yeah. And the website is?
It is bemycu.org.
Yep, very exciting. They're going to build over here at Jason Witten Way in behind the high school here in Elizabethton. They're going to build expand the building, as you heard, for more office space and more because to accommodate the growth of the membership.
That's right. That's what it's about. So we're just really excited. I feel like 2023 is going to be our year, and it's a good feeling, We've got great employees, a wonderful board that do amazing work for the employees and for our members. So we really couldn't ask for more. So we're excited.
Absolutely. You know what I'm going to ask? The hours are open?
We are open at 8 o'clock at the drive-thru, Monday through Friday. We are open in the lobby 8:30, Monday through Friday. We close at 4:30 Monday through Thursday. We close at 5 on Friday. And we're open drive-thru only on Saturdays at every location, 9 until noon.
Social media?
Well, you can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
And the website is?
bemycu.org, or you can call me at 547-1200.
There you go. Northeast Community Credit Union, one of our great sponsors here at the Tom Taylor Sports Show, and Cyclone Sports. Back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Look who stopped by, the owner of this place. It does very, very well, my dad. He does well. The store does well. We all do well, right?
That's right.
Yeah. How you doing, sir?
Doing great.
I like the beer. I keep telling the guy.
You tell me every time you see me.
I swear.
What if I shave it? You won't recognize me, will you?
No.
It's been like 3 years now.
Mary loves it, right?
Yeah.
And that's all that matters.
That's right.
His wife likes it. But he's got that little salt and pepper going. He's just got that distinguished look. Guys with beards, I think, by nature, usually
have a distinguished look. I think I would be
Fake it till you make it, I guess.
I was gonna say, I would be the exclusion of that, but
Yeah.
he's got that look, and so
Yeah.
the watermelon mint. I've tried it. I've tried the frosted. I've got the diet lemonade in it today, and it's good.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I like it.
I'm not a flavored guy, but a lot of people love it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I like lemonade and stuff like that, but I'm not a flavor kind of guy. I'm pretty plain, I guess. But yeah, it is a good product, really good product. Come try it, and along with the Sunjoy, you get that in a gallon, and it's about lake season, pool season.
Yeah.
I've already opened my pool.
I saw Baker's kid. Was it your pool or her pool they were swimming in the other day?
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
50-degree
It's
water temperature.
58 degrees. Yeah. I got in there with them.
Yeah. Did you really?
Oh, yeah.
Was it cold? I guess it was at 58.
Just a couple minutes it was cold, and then I was
He
done.
turned blue.
So,
That's it.
yeah.
I would love. I told you I'd buy one of those hats. I want one of those hats.
Well, we've got them. We've got them in here, the red, and I got a black and gray, and I'll get you one for sure.
I want a black and gray one.
But if you want to
Please.
purchase them, they're $30.
Yeah, I'll buy one.
We got a light. This is a light colored patch, and I've got a darker colored patch as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, folks out there want them.
I would wear it during the show.
Oh yeah.
We'll be back tomorrow. So,
Yep.
in fact, all 3 days this week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Today, tomorrow here. Then Wednesday will be at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City with Tim's place. So, we love promoting Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
And it's hopping. So, I'm gonna let him preach here a little bit. In fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna record something right here so you can be. I can use you again. I use Molly and Rachel. Hang on a minute. Here we go. We're gonna talk about catering opportunities, and I hope, unless she starts screaming, so I don't think she's going to. I hope. Here we go. Talking to our buddy Tommy Tipton, the owner of Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton, 297-1266. Outdoor activities are here, my friend. How can Chick-fil-A help us with springtime and summertime catering?
My recommendation: download the Chick-fil-A app and come here and scan it and get it. Rolling to this be your favorite store, and then you can go on there and order trays. You can do mobile ordering. You can order and then come to the drive-thru, and it's ready to be picked up. All you gotta do is check in when you're ready to pick your order up. All the catering that you need is on the app. It's just straightforward, simple. Takes time out of the transaction, speeds you up through the lines. Mobile order is probably the future of quick service, and the Panera Breads and those type places as well. They're all using the mobile order. Grocery stores, that's technology makes our life easy. So let's not forget that, and we can use it to our advantage. Download the app, and trays, gallon teas, gallon lemonades, Sunjoy, cookies, brownies. We got our delicious waffle potato chips. If you hadn't had those, I love them. Chicken strips. We have those subs. If you hadn't grilled chicken sub, you hadn't had it, is a delicious item as well, especially for the summertime for sure. Get a couple of trays of those, go to the baseball game, and enjoy the game, have some good food, and how about our boys baseball team coming around?
So just go to the App Store and go Chick-fil-A one, get it on your phone, and go from there. That's how you order.
That's right. Yeah, it's very, very straightforward and simple. And then you come here and scan it, and this becomes your store. And then we send out, when you order stuff, we send out freebies a lot, and then you also earn points, and you can cash those points in for different items. You can accrue enough points and feed your office workers if you wanted to, or feed a nonprofit, or there's a lot of great things you can do with the points. So it's a win-win for everybody.
Win-win for everybody. So hours are open?
6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and
closed on Sundays.
Closed on Sundays.
Yep.
You may see me here pressure washing on Sunday, but we're closed.
We're closed.
Yeah.
One of our great sponsors, folks, love promoting Chick-fil-A of Elizabethton, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We just made a commercial.
There you go.
There you go. So, gosh, you have all these different trays you can order. I think Molly and I sat down one day and added them or counted them up like 10 or 11 different trays
Probably.
that you can order.
Yeah.
The one we don't talk enough about because it's like a religious experience. I mean, I get it every time I'm here, the medium mac and cheese. You can get a mac and cheese tray, right?
That's right. We'll put it in a disposable aluminum tray for you, and we'll bake it. We're not allowed to give it to you raw, but we'll bake it for you and throw it in that metal tray, put a lid on it, and off you go with it. And you'll be the hit of the party.
Oh, I guarantee you will.
You take that in a nugget tray, and you'll have friends you didn't know you had.
I took one over the holidays, took a fruit tray to a gathering, and I was a hero.
Oh,
They
yeah.
loved. They didn't know y'all had. I said, how do you not know
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A had a fruit tray?
Yeah.
I said, we talk about it all the time. Or they just didn't know. Apparently weren't watching when I was talking about it. I love the fruit trays. You saw a bunch of them, don't you?
We do, yeah. Yeah, obviously the nuggets are the number one seller, and even in the store, at the drive-through or the front counter or whatever, number one seller. Oh yeah,
Across the board?
Oh yeah, go through a lot of nuggets.
The grilled meals. We don't talk a lot about, because I don't get him here often. He's on the move all the time. But the grilled chicken cool wraps. I know a couple of people started trying those. They like them.
We sell a lot of cool wraps. They're handmade every morning, fresh, and we grill the chicken, shred it, and then we have fresh produce that comes in every day, and we're back there making them all day long, and people love them. My suggestion would get that cool wrap and avocado lime ranch dressing is my favorite dressing. It's got obviously it's a ranch base with an avocado kick to it. It's delicious. Put that on the Southwest salad as well, or the Cobb salad. So we've got a lot of, if you're looking to shred a few pounds, which we all are from time to time, we've got a lot of fresh salad options, cool wraps, the grilled chicken line as well. With the grilled chicken club is a big one with lettuce, tomato, Colby Jack cheese, and bacon. And put the honey roasted barbecue sauce on it, which I know you love.
You turned me on to that.
And then, we got the kale salad as a side, which a lot of people don't know about, but it's got a honey Dijon dressing base that breaks that kale down, and it's a great side item, especially for summertime.
By the way, the playground is open. I think folks know that, but just in case you don't, because it was closed a long time for COVID, it is back open and functional, and kids are in there all the time playing. And parents sit outside and watch them through the glass. The cold is fabulous. Baker's not right. And Kathy Lougernardi, Pastor Stout's watching. Love Pastor Stout. Bobby Stout's watching the show. We are live here again at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, again on this sunny but windy Monday. So let's brag on a young man who's playing golf at Roan State. Came back up here last week, or week before. I guess it was last week.
Last week.
Lit him up. Tell us about it.
I tell you, it was an impressive thing to see. Milligan,
Something like a true daddy.
I'm going to brag on Roan State and what they've done. Coach Griffin is the main man there at Roan State, and Bo Harris was kind of his recruiter, but and he's the girls' head coach. And we may have an Elizabethton Cyclone lady going there next year potentially.
Really?
We'll see, or 2 years from now. She's upcoming senior, and so she's been to visit. I'm not going to say any names because I don't want to let the cat out of the bag too early. But yeah, Roan State's it's a hot place. Golf team came into Elizabethton Golf Course last week, played 36 holes in one day because it was Easter weekend. So they played 36 holes on Tuesday, finished 21 under as a team. Their best ever before that was 2 under as a team. Milligan shot 16 under, and Milligan came in second, but what they accomplished was a record 18-hole score of 13 under for their team. So they set a record as well. But Caleb did great. We've got Caleb, obviously, from Elizabethton, Seth Robinette, who was at Westridge. So they were 2 local kids playing in a away tournament, so to speak. But really, it was a homecoming for Caleb. And Roan State just came in and played great golf, and lost one kid on a swing on his 5th hole of the day, tweaked his shoulder, so they were down to 4 players out of 5. Because typically you take the best 4 out of 5 in a golf match, and that's your team score. So with that said, they played 4 and finished 21 under. Next week in Bristol, they've got the districts, which is a qualifier to go to the national tournament, which is in Indiana. So 36 holes next Monday, 18 on Tuesday, and that 3 of those teams out of that conference will go to the nationals. Roan State's hot; they're playing great. They work hard. They work out. Literally, it's even at a junior college, community college in Harriman, Tennessee. 5-year program right now. It's all they've been in existence for. They won 2 weeks ago up in Richmond, Kentucky. They won by 15 shots in a tournament. And you got to think these are junior college kids playing against 4-year kids, and so they're ranked nationally in the junior college circuit. We've got 3 players on there ranked as individuals nationally. I think they're all in the top 60. So I don't know their numbers, but they're all in the top 60 nationally. So they got a good thing going at Roan State.
I would think, being JUCOs, somebody's going to be knocking on the door to get them to finish up at a 4-year school.
That's what's hopefully that's the next step for sure. And right now they're playing one day at a time and just taking one shot at a time.
That's awesome.
That's the way it works.
Good stuff. Good stuff. So golf doing well. Tommy Tipton's doing well. I'm doing well. All God's critters are doing well.
That's right.
So it's good stuff.
That's right.
297-1266, the number to call me back here tomorrow too. You're a baseball guy. Before I let you go, Braves 12-4 out of the gate.
Yeah.
Pretty strong. Freed's coming back here tonight.
That's right.
For the Braves against the Padres out of Petco Park. Now they swept the Royals. Royals are 4-12. They're terrible.
Mhm.
But sweep's a sweep.
Pro baseball is pro baseball. I
Yeah.
mean, anything can happen.
That's it. They're the real deal, aren't they, the Braves?
They look like it.
Yeah.
They do look like it. And obviously, I'm been watching the Texas Rangers because our own Evan Carter had an incredible week, the number 1 prospect for the Rangers. Rangers are number 1 in the AL East right now. I watched them last night dominate in the pros, but
beat the Astros.
Hey, y'all need to keep an eye on Evan. He is absolutely
killing it
and totally surprising everybody, which is no surprise to us. We knew what kind of kid he was and how hard he works and the family he comes from and all those good things. But he's a professional baseball player, folks. He will be in the majors sooner than later.
Within 2 years,
maybe sooner.
Yeah,
maybe sooner. They had an injury to a guy, the pro team did. So all that does is move those guys up. But when you're number 1 prospect, they may call you up tomorrow. You don't even know. Nobody knows.
No.
So you guys, he's at Frisco. Keep an eye on him. He's a special kid for sure.
The Frisco Rough Riders.
Rough Riders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They beat a team last week. In fact, his opening night, they had a big night. The Amarillo Sod Poodles, which are prairie dogs with a cowboy hat on them, is their mascot. Is what it looks like, their logo.
Yeah.
The Amarillo Sod Poodles, Padres team.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So keep an eye on Evan Carter. We're going to track him. We'll give you his numbers tomorrow on the show, because we'll be right back here tomorrow, hanging out with Tommy. And you got a great staff.
Thank you.
I'm
proud of them, for sure.
I don't need to blow smoke. I'm too old to blow smoke, but you have a great staff. Led by that little girl up here looks just like you. That's Daddy's girl.
That's right.
Yeah.
Miss Molly.
Little Miss Molly. And you got great staff, good leadership, good management team. Michelle runs the show here in the mornings.
And she does. Been here 12 years.
Sophie Grindstaff, among others, in the evening, and Rachel Robinson. And you have a good crew.
Yeah. They're committed. They love what they do, and
Yeah.
I'm very fortunate to have them. Blessed
Yes,
to
you
have
are.
them. So.
Yes, you are. So,
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to let you go. It's always a pleasure. So, Cyclone spring football practice starts today. So, it just don't stop, does it?
No.
No. We look up. I promise it'll be dead week, and we'll look up. It'll be fall practice.
Be time to roll.
Yeah, I got it on my phone. Let's see, it's 100, and I can tell you what it is. Kickoff. We have baseball tomorrow night, by the way. We're not doing baseball and softball.
Yeah, we got volunteer tomorrow.
Yeah.
Their place tonight.
Yep.
And our place tomorrow.
Be a little cool, I would think, down there tonight.
Probably so.
123 days till kickoff.
Wow.
Cyclone football. There you go.
That's
Thank
great.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Yep. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Our buddy, owner, Tommy Tipton. We'll come back and close out. I told you got the Tennessee football schedule. I told you before I had Jesse on, our weather dude, and I've got that, and we'll close it out right after this from one of our good sponsors. Why not? Why would it not be the good folks from Chick-fil-A?
Hey, my name is Dante, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nuggets is the authentic taste of it. You can tell it's freshly breaded, seasoned perfectly, and it just has this unique taste that compares to no other. Once I bite into it,
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven toasted cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Before we get out of here, let me run down for you, as we promised, the Tennessee football schedule. They play UVA, University of Virginia in Nashville, neutral site. Then they have Austin Peay at home. They go to Florida, University of Texas San Antonio at Neyland Stadium, South Carolina at home, Texas A&M at home. Then they go back-to-back to Alabama and Kentucky, back home for UConn. It's a checkbook game. At Missouri, then back home November the 18th with the big one against Georgia, and then Vanderbilt to wrap it up. So home games, Austin Peay, University of Texas San Antonio, South Carolina, Texas A&M, UConn, Georgia, and Vanderbilt. What is that? Eight home games, 4 road games. Yep. Road games at Florida, at Alabama, at Kentucky, at Missouri, and, of course, UVA, as we said, is in Nashville on a neutral site. All right, before we get out of here, let's run them down for you. For this Monday, baseball, Dobbins Vinton at Daniel Boone, Science Hill at Westridge, East at Crockett. Cyclones will be at Volunteer tonight. Tennessee High, Unicoi County. Johnson County baseball at South Green. Happy Valley hosting Chucky Doak. North Green will be at University High tonight. You have Unaka at Washburn. Hampton will play at Tri-Cities Christian and Providence Academy at the Kings Academy. That is your baseball schedule tonight. Softball, Science Hills ladies at Unicoi County. Dobbins Vinton's ladies at Westridge. West Green at Crockett. Happy Valley's ladies at Chucky Doak. Ashe County, North Carolina at Johnson County. North Green's ladies will be at South Green for softball, and the Hampton Lady Bulldogs hosting Tri-Cities Christian. All right, and then we'll wrap it up with, let's see, soccer for Monday. Only one, Daniel Boone at Volunteer tonight in soccer. All right, out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. Big thanks to our guest again. Let's see, David Nanny, Elizabeth and Parks and Rec, Leslie Broccoli, and Keith Hart from the plant auction coming up this Saturday. Also, Andrea Lewis of Northeast Community Credit Union. Also, we're joined by Joseph Taylor from Ivy Hall Nursing Home. And we had, of course, Jesse Storm Tracker Sacker and our owner, Tommy Tipton, from right here at Chick-fil-A. Out of time, we sincerely thank you for yours. We'll wrap it up by, as we always do, by giving you again the verse today. So I get this thing rolling. Here we go. And hit that. This will probably help hit the right buttons. Here we go. Verse of the day is Philippians 4, 6, and 7. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. Verse 7, and the peace of God, which passes all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. That's a good way to end it. Philippians 4, 6, and 7, the verse of the day. Back tomorrow here, day 2 at Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton. Have a good Monday, and we'll rejoin you back here tomorrow at 11 o'clock. As always, we'll tell you, bloom where you planted, and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 1837 on the 17th day of April here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Be sure